Danny, thank you for your time today. I know we are operating in slightly strange circumstances, and you were very keen to find a way, in the absence of face-to-face communication, that we continue to update customers with what's happening within our own business, the wider industry, as well as potentially take some questions from customers as well. So with that said, you mentioned in your last update MOTs and the potential concerns around catching up. Where are we with that?
So we've definitely made progress in the last 30 days as we adapt to the new expectations and the new things that we have to do. I think there's two factors that are affecting this at the moment. I think firstly, what you have is obviously the backlog, and that one's going to take somewhere between 9 and 12 months to catch up. But then secondly, you also have social distancing, and we see it in many industries, that it affects obviously the productivity and the efficiency and the time these things take. What we can do as an organisation, though, is make sure that we execute when we have the opportunities. So that's making sure that vehicles are available when we have the slots allocated to us, and also that we continue to support customers with relief vehicles as and when is needed.
So another consequence of the pandemic has been the need for social distancing. How has Enterprise helped customers with that?
I think really in two main ways. Customers, as they have looked to separate their teams to have one person in each vehicle, we need to make sure that we have the resources to support that. And then secondly, we've definitely seen development in customisation of vehicles. I think it's something that I've been really pleased with how we've performed in recent months. We've been able to adapt many different types of vehicles to the customer's needs. And I've mentioned this before, but really understanding and communicating with the customers on what they need, and then working with them and our suppliers to ensure that the vehicle that we provide addresses the things that they're looking for.
Confidence is returning to the market, but it's obviously difficult to predict long-term into the future. How is Enterprise helping customers with fluctuating needs?
Well, I do agree. I think confidence is returning. I'm not entirely sure that certainty is, and I think that's really where we can play our part. If a business unfortunately contracts, we can support them through flexibility. But also, as people see more demand, that might only be for the short term, and having the confidence in us to supply those vehicles, but also understanding that they have that flexibility in the future, I think is going to be really important for many of our customers during this time.
Looking to the future, we seem to have stopped talking about the new normal, and now we're talking about the next normal. Why is that?
I think that's really, based on the uncertainty of what is going to happen. I think that everybody knows it's going to be very different, as it has been recently, and I think everybody knows that we will have to continue to adapt. One of the ways that we've been able to adapt is open new lines of communication with our customers. We've not been able to visit them in the way that we would have done historically, for a period of time. But the way that we have still been able to listen to them and understand their needs and best support them, I think is something that we should definitely continue to take into the future.
Enterprise FlexiRent has a wide variety of customers, from those with a couple of vans to huge complex fleets. How can we be sure that we're meeting all of those various requirements?
So first, on a local level, our depots have the autonomy to ensure that they can respond to their customers' needs, irrespective of the size. Secondly, on a corporate level, we're embarking on a customer listening programme to make sure all our customers have the opportunity to give us feedback on our service, and then in the future we will be able to tailor our service in line with this feedback.
Thank you again for your time today, Danny. Obviously, this is a new format for us. It's a great way to address customer needs and understand more about what's going on in the market and how we're preparing for upcoming changes to legislation such as direct vision standards, which I know we'll talk about a little more next time.